Hello, and welcome to another newsletter from Construction Programs and Results. I'm Michael Stone, and I will be sharing our newsletter with you. It is summertime, and I'm sure you have lots of things to do besides sitting and staring at your computer monitor. That said, we will keep this newsletter short. We're going to take a break in the middle of our busy building season, and we'll resume our newsletters on August 10th. We hope business is good and each of you are doing well, taking care of your families and enjoying them. And if we can help in any way, please give us a call or send me an email at michael@markupandprofit.com. Glad to help. Now, our newsletter. Resolve estimate details before quoting. I've talked before about our 10 cardinal rules, the top 10 things a construction-related business owner needs to do to succeed, and I want to talk about rule number 6. You shall get written quotes on all items that exceed $300 on your estimate sheet. Let me share a story. A coaching client called with a problem. His salesperson sold a high-end kitchen remodel and didn't price out the exhaust hood installation. The salesperson assumed the install would be minor, and they were also influenced by the homeowner who insisted it wasn't a big deal. It was a big deal. Without getting too technical, the hood range for the project required makeup air dampers when the hood was in use. The contractor brought in two different HVAC contractors. The first had zero interest in the project. The second quoted $2,250, and that didn't include the dampers or running all the necessary cables. I probably don't need to tell you that the salesperson is no longer employed by this contractor. This wasn't the first big omission he'd made on the estimate, but it was the last, at least for this company. The contractor met with the second HVAC contractor. The owner was present at that meeting and argued that the $2,250 was way too high and it should only be about $400. The discussion went from bad to worse. The homeowner got upset with the contractor and told him that he'd do the install himself. The contractor called to ask my opinion. Now, under normal circumstances, I believe letting a homeowner do their own work in the middle of a project is a very bad idea. That could lead to nothing but problems and delays. In this situation, however, I don't think it could get any worse. Oh me, the exhaust and makeup and air systems weren't well designed, and there are still several questions about the install. I suggested he let the owner do the job if they wanted to, provided they keep the project on schedule. Contractor took it a step further and had the homeowner get the permit, which is something else that I would not like to see happen. He also suggested the owner call the inspector and request a meeting at the job site so the owner would know exactly how the inspector wanted the installation of the exterior blower and interior exhaust hood completed. Mistakes like this don't just cost you money. They affect your reputation and your credibility. It doesn't take long to ask a specialist for their input, and if you send them photos of the project and are treating them fairly, they will make the time and send you a quote. When you aren't sure, ask questions. It's cheaper to ask questions than to eat the cost of the problems that can show up later. That's part of the thinking behind the cardinal rule number 6. Talk to experts. Take the time to track down details before you quote a job. Is $300 still a reasonable number? I believe it is, but that's your call. If your jobs are large and a $500 or $1,000 error won't put you under, make it a policy to get written quotes on all items over that dollar amount. Question is, how much can you afford to lose? You can wipe out the entire profit on a job and more if you don't estimate carefully and accurately. Thanks again for watching, and may the profits be with you.